She used wax on my locks. She said it's the best thing to use. So, I listened.
She used what?
Wax. That's what I was told by a professional.
Oh, that professional need to get drop kicked because look what they did to your hair.
Hey my loves, welcome back to another video. So today I'll be doing my client's hair and I will share with you her journey. So her locks are actually almost at the 2-year mark, not quite the 2 years, but almost there. She has been going through a lot in her lock journey, and she's been going to a professional loctician, to someone who did hair at home. So the loctician had been using wax in her hair, so that's pretty much all she knew, and it has caused major damage to her hair. Her hair is dry, her hair has a lot of gunk, a lot of buildup, things are easily trapped in her hair, and I will show you and you will basically see how it looks. But this is why wax is not good for your locks. It is not good. The whiteness that's in her hair is buildup wax. Wax is very hard to get out your locks because, if you've been using wax for a period of time, it's really hard to get out. So while she was going to this loctician, she said that she didn't feel comfortable with her hands in her head. And that just shows to tell you that, not every professional you will feel comfortable with, because it might be because how they do their hair or their technique or maybe their vibe. So you really just have to find someone who you feel comfortable with your hair, because you're paying for it. So, there are some locticians who do not care much about the healthiness of your hair, but just the before and after you get up out of their chair. So your locks could be falling off and nothing is said, or your edges can be snatched out and there's no advice. So you just want to make sure you're getting your money's worth and you are getting your needs fulfilled. So if you're looking for maintenance, that should be your main concern, and that should be what you're looking for. So, ask a lot of questions, even if they get irritated, you're paying at the end of the day. I'm just going to be taking care of her from now on and making sure that her hair is at the best state possible. So what I told her is that the next time that we do have an appointment, I'm going to deep cleanse her hair and wash it myself. She said that she washed her hair prior to coming to see me. So I basically just use my spray bottle and I spritz her hair so it can be damp, and then retwist her hair because that's what she came for. She did not want to use wax on her hair anymore, but the first time I did her locks, she wanted me to use wax because that's all she knew. But I gave her the best advice I could, and she decided that she doesn't want to use wax anymore, which was awesome. You always want to listen to what the client wants. Although you might give the great advice, you might good information, it's what they want. So if it's brought to my attention, then yeah. But I'm also going to share my opinion and my thoughts on certain matters. So throughout me actually retwisting her locks, I've been picking out certain things and, just trying to get as much, build up out as possible and retwisting it. Also, I've been doing a lot of combining because some of her locks are really, really tiny, and then it's probably hanging off with like 4 strands of hair, so I had to save it. So I combined some. I did a lot of popping throughout her hair because a lot of it were meshing together at the root. So I had to make sure the parts and the sectionings were neatly back again, because it was hard to see her parting. So I basically had to form her part again and make sure that it was all separated. She brought her own clips, so these are her very own clips. You just want to make sure that if anyone does your hair, they have clean products. If you're not bringing your own, you need them to have antiseptic. If they don't, then you need to run, because it's important for you to have sanitary items in your home if you're going to do anyone's hair, or if you are someone who's getting your hair done. You have to look out for those things. And it's good for you to have a conversation to whoever is doing your hair. As you can see, this lock right here was really thin. But anyways, it's just good to have conversations with the person that's doing your hair. Ask as much questions as possible. It doesn't matter like if they get irritated or not. It's your head, and it's the hair that grows on your head. So you want to make sure that it's taken care of. So don't be afraid to ask any questions. And throughout the whole time of me actually doing her hair, I was talking to her. We were having a conversation about her hair. We were having a conversation about her journey, life, everything. I'm pretty laid back with everything. I am nice, mellow, like I'm really down to earth. So I like to make people comfortable. And she had a great time having a conversation with me, and she basically showed me how she wanted her hair. So I basically did the best I can as far as her hair length, because the look that she was going for is very similar, but she wanted it to come more so to the front. But by the time I got there, it didn't get there because her hair was a lot shorter than the person that she showed me. But she really loved it, and that's what matters. I like helping. I like making sure that people are happy, and she loves it. So that's what matters. And I hope you enjoy this video. And if you want to see more of these, then please let me know down in the comments below. And be ready for more content and more uploads, because I am turning up this year.
Do that's cute. Hey.
Look at you.
Yes, babe. Okay.
How did Phattty do?
Awesome. You can go to my girl, she will hook you up. I love it.